1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has emphasized the importance of enhancing bilateral trade and energy cooperation between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Pakistan and Azerbaijan have reaffirmed the resolve to upgrade cooperation in political, security, trade, energy, connectivity, and other areas. Pakistan and Turkey have agreed to enhance cooperation and exchange expertise between air forces of both the countries to meet the challenges of contemporary world. The International Credit Rating Agency Moody's has approved its rating for Pakistan's banking sector as stable. Interior Minister says the government will not stop PDM from their protest. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the police charge sheet in the Shopian killing case has confirmed that Indian Army is an institution is involved in extrajudicial killing of Kashmiris through fake encounters. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has emphasized the importance of enhancing bilateral trade and energy cooperation between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Talking to Azerbaijan's Foreign Minister Cihan Bayramov, who called on him in Islamabad today, the Prime Minister extended sincere felicitations on Azerbaijan's recent success in liberation of its occupied territories. During the meeting, views were exchanged on matters relating to bilateral relations and regional and international issues. Pakistan and Azerbaijan have reaffirmed the resolve to comprehensively upgrade cooperation in the political, security, trade and economic, energy, connectivity, education and cultural areas. The development came at a delegation-level talks between the two countries in Islamabad today. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi represented Pakistan in the talks, while the Azeri side was led by its Foreign Minister Cihan Bayramov. Both sides reviewed with satisfaction the level of cooperation in the international fora, especially at the United Nations, the OIC, the Economic Cooperation Organization, and non-aligned movement, and reiterated the determination to continue mutual collaboration and support on their respective core issues in the global and regional fora. The Pakistani Foreign Minister expressed appreciation for Azerbaijan's steadfast support to the just and legitimate cause of the Kashmiri people. As member of the OIC Contact Group on Jammu and Kashmir, Azerbaijan has consistently advocated the principled and legitimate right of the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to self-determination in accordance with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions. Shah Mahmood Qureshi underscored the importance of an inclusive and broad-based political solution of the conflict in Afghanistan and highlighted Pakistan's positive contribution to the Afghan peace process. At the conclusion of delegation-level talks, the two foreign ministers signed an MOU of cooperation in the field of natural emergencies and disasters. Earlier, Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan, Cihan Bayramov, called on President Dr. Arif Alvi in Islamabad. Talking to him, the President reaffirmed Pakistan's continued support for the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. The Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan thanked Pakistan for supporting Azerbaijan's stance on Nagorno-Karabakh and assured his country will continue to stand by Pakistan on Kashmir issue at all international fora. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said there is immense potential of development in Pakistan's tourism sector. Talking to a delegation of International College for Tourism and Hotel Management in Islamabad today, he said development in tourism sector will also create enormous job opportunities for youth. The president said the private sector should also play its role for the promotion of tourism sector. Pakistan and Turkey agreed to enhance cooperation and exchange expertise between air forces of both the countries to meet the challenges of contemporary world. The development came during a meeting between Air Chief Marshal Mujahid Anwar Khan and Commander Turkish Air Force General Hassan Kogojayush. The discussion included PAF's participation in the Anatolian Eagle multinational exercise in Turkey, Turkish Air Force participation in various exercises organized by PAF, exchange and training of pilots, and cooperation in defense production. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Mujahid Anwar Khan, is on a 4-day official visit to Turkey and has held meetings with the senior military leadership of Turkey to discuss ways to further promote Pakistan-Turkey defense ties. The international credit rating agency Moody's has improved its rating for Pakistan's banking sector as stable. Moody's Investors Service report said that the government's credit profile is stable due to ongoing reforms and increasing policy effectiveness. It said stable outlook for Pakistan's banking system reflects banks' solid funding and liquidity. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed says the government will not stop the PDM from their protest in front of Election Commission office. He was addressing a news conference in Islamabad today along with Ministers Shibli Faraz, Farooq Naseem, Fawad Chaudhry and Parvez Khattak. Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said the anti-government drive of the PDM will have no effect on the PTI government as public support is with Prime Minister Imran Khan. The minister expressed hope that the PDM will not disrupt the peace by taking law in their hands. Speaking on the occasion, Law Minister Farooq Naseem said protest is fundamental right, but it should be as per the provisions of law. He said Supreme Court's verdict in Faizabad sit-in case suggests that protest shouldn't be taking place anywhere. Information Minister Shibli Faraz appealed the opposition parties to provide proof and evidences of rigging instead of blaming the national institutions. He said they should follow legal proceedings of the Election Commission. Defence Minister Parvez Khattak and Minister for Science Fawad Chaudhry said protests of PDM are aimed at creating chaos in the country. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Shibli Faraz has said Panama Papers and Broadsheet have exposed the black money of corrupt mafia. In a tweet today, he said Broadsheet's facts show as to how the NROs of the past inflicted an irreparable damage to the country. He said the corrupt leaders of the past looted the people of Pakistan to amass wealth for themselves. An Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir out of 95,723 innocent Kashmiris martyred by the Indian troops since January 1989, 7,155 were killed in fake encounters or in custody. According to Kashmir Media Service report released today, the killing of 6 innocent youth by the troops in Srinagar and Shopaiya fake encounters was the latest example. Similar incidents have taken place in the past also, including the Pathribal fake encounter of 2000 and Machil fake encounter of 2010. The report said that the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir police charge sheet in the Shopaiya killing case said that the police statement has confirmed that Indian Army as an institution is involved in planning and executing fake encounters to kill innocent Kashmiris extrajudicially. It is worth mentioning that global human rights watchdog Amnesty International, while lashing out at the India Supreme Court for its May 2012 judgment in Pathribal fake encounter case, has said that the ruling is a major setback not only for victims in the Pathribal case, but for other victims unlawfully killed by Indian Army or paramilitary forces in Jammu and Kashmir. Indian Supreme Court has given the Army full discretion to deal with its officers involved in killing on its own. The United Kingdom has asked India to lift all restrictions in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and allow a team from its High Commission in Delhi to visit the occupied territory for a first-hand assessment of the situation. The demand has been made by the UK Secretary of State for Justice, Robert Buckland, while replying to a debate on the political situation in Kashmir in the Westminster Hall. In the United States, President Donald Trump's impeachment resolution was approved by the House of Representatives with majority votes for inciting U.S. Capitol riots. Donald Trump has become the first president in the U.S. history to be impeached twice after being charged with incitement of insurrection over last week's deadly storming of the Congress. He now faces trial in the upper chamber, the Senate, but not before he leaves office next Wednesday. And finally, the weather report. Very cold weather is expected in Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and North Balochistan, while cold and dry in other parts of the country during the next 12 hours. Dense fog is likely in the plain areas of the Punjab. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.